All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Houston Texans. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Brady now on first down. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
They'll run it here. This is James White looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down, here's Brady. Over to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Texans and Patriots met in the divisional round of the playoffs 2 years ago. The Pats won that one, but they also met in one of the better games of the regular season last year. The Pats won, but it was in pretty dramatic fashion.
How about Deshaun Watson, his second start in the NFL for the Houston Texans? He went toe-to-toe with the master himself, Tom Brady, didn't he? But in the end, you know how it always turns out, right?
Brady did his thing, found Brandon Cooks for a 36-33 win. To throw, it's Brady looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find Big 87.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Brady now on first down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
20.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this was all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him to go around quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Pats offense coming out, yet another Super Bowl run last year that, of course, came up short against the Eagles. But Charles Gronk is back. Tom Brady back. Do they have any magic left in the tank?
Of course they do. They're the New England Patriots, and until further notice, they run the AFC East. They run the AFC. That's just who they are. But in order for them to win a Super Bowl again, to get back there and take it this time, they'll need the continued play of Brady, the continued magic. But on defense, not just winning the money downs. They've got to win 1st and 2nd down so that the money down tilts in their favor.
From midfield, here's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Wait! Here we go!
Now Brady on the bootleg. Gronkowski got it on the crossing route. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
No, 66. Wait, 20. Wait, 20. Wait, 20.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Bernardrick McKinney in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
20! Wait, 20! Wait! Christian!
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20!
Brady to throw on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Texans making their way out with some renewed optimism, really, in Houston for 2018. But, Charles, it all revolves around one word. It's something they didn't have in 2017. I'll give you a hint. It starts with a letter H.
And I'm guessing it's not Houston.
No, it's health.
You're exactly right. Great call there, partner, because Health is what really doomed their season last year. Remember, they were the #1 defense in the NFL 2 seasons ago. Whitney Merciless, a terrific outside linebacker, hurt very early last year. The face of the franchise, J.J. Watt, hurt very early last year. And who would have thought a rookie quarterback by the name of Deshaun Watson would give them the spark, the optimism they were looking for, and then when he went down, there went the season.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 46 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Reset, reset, reset.
Watson hands this to Foreman. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Deron Harmon makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run again with Foreman. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Drop just inside the 20. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And now he'll tuck it and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Deshaun Watson, that's his first touchdown pass since October 29th of last year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays the kickoff team No more running starts. Remember that when you could kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Looking to throw on second down. Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Keep your poise! Let's go!
Now a carry for Wright. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go! Set!
To throw on second down. Brady throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll be a Patriot first down as Brady finds Patterson. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Down to the 25. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this.
Start fast, fellas! Start fast! Take back. Ready, set, ready! Ramp! Go!
Looking to throw on second down. Brady, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on second is Watson. Going up top. Looking for strong, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect him.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former first-round pick from Boise State, Shea McClellan, in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Come back!
Now Watson looking to throw on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Richmond!
Out of the gun, Watson. He's gonna fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now White. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Richmond. Green, Green,
Again, it's Foreman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The former first-round pick, Shea McClellan, in on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. He finds his target, Fuller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Richmond.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse. And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A carry for Foreman. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now Foreman. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Watson now to throw on second down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ozzie! 20! 20!
Brady will try again on second down. And that is incomplete here. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And that'll make it 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is taken at the 15. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson going deep for Hopkins. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And give him a gain of 37. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll run with Foreman, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's Foreman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Texans on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Watson operating from the gun. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, Brady looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he's got room. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 37 yards. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive, he'll look to throw. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Alabama, 380.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
3 down, these 2. We got 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fast footwork by White. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
From the gun, it's Brady. And a dump off to White. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Cordero Patterson with his first touchdown in a Patriot uniform. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And this will be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, It's really hard to narrow that gap, and the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Down. Black 22. Tiger. Black 22.
Throwing on third down, Watson forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Shea McClellan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Watson hands to Miller on the draw, pushing through the contact. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. They run. This is Scarborough. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Scarborough. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Texans on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. This is Scarborough. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
Now, that was kind of interesting. It appears this coaching staff really trusts this rookie early in his career. They want to get him a touchdown here in his NFL debut.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and pick it up with Scarborough. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Houston, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.